Hello again, and this is a little video, short, I hope, concerning or all about the social media icons that we can see here. Now, I've been playing around with doing a theme that's for sale, but I thought it would be quite interesting and quite helpful for people to understand that Teachable uses a system called Fontawesome, and if you just type in fontawesome.io / V 4.7.0, if I remember correctly. Oh no. Here. Fontawesome.com V 4.7.0. I don't know what I did. What did I do wrong there? Fontawesome.com. Fontawesome.io. Wrong one. So fontawesome.com 4.7.0, which Teachable doesn't quite use 4.7.0. It's more down to 3.5, I think. But there are ways to get all the icons that are available. And if you pick an icon that doesn't show up in Teachable, then I'll show you how to do that. But you can see there's a lot of icons here that we can pick on. And some of them are pretty standard. Down at the bottom, we've got some brand ones, which are the ones which relate to things like Facebook and Twitter, for example. Facebook is there, different shapes. And if you click on the icon itself, you get to see the different sizes, but you also get to see what the actual code is that you would need here. Now, by default, Teachable will work with a lot of these straight out of the box, basically, but you may need to go into the site and into the code snippets, and down in your logged in and logged out area, you'll need to add something that looks a bit like this, Fontawesome CSS. And what I'll do is I'll actually copy and paste this into the information below, and you can grab it yourself. But you need to place this into the logged in and the logged out area. And what that lets you do is it lets you add icons, and I'll show you how we did that. So this is the test site that I was playing around with. And if you notice here, at the bottom of this section here, we've got some basically split into columns here. But the important thing is, if you notice this part here, which matches up with what you see here, I class FA-Facebook, and then this area hidden is for screen readers to indicate that not to read it or not to try and read it. We should probably add that here actually. But we've got a Chrome and a Twitter Square and an Instagram, and you can see that Chrome is there, Twitter, and what I did was I actually changed this from a Facebook one to Chrome in the lesson I was doing before. So if I wanted to change this to Facebook, I would just change that to Facebook. And if I wanted it to be Square, I'd use the Square one, Facebook Square. Save the page, refresh it here, and it's changed to Facebook. So the other part you can see here is this part, FA-NA 5 times or 5x, relates to the size of the icon. And if we go back to Fontawesome's page, it starts off times 6, so that's FA-6x, times x6, x5, x4, x3, x2, and then just FA on itself. Doesn't need any more. You can get all this information if you go to the examples. You can have a look at the larger icons, and it shows you what the differences are here. I think they use FALG instead of, which gives it 33% increase, and then it's 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, and 6 times if you need it. There's some cool things that you can do animations and have some of them. In fact, you can have any icon rotate, but it works better with some of these ones that kind of make sense to rotate, like your it's like a waiting for it to page load and yeah, all this sort of stuff. You can rotate them, you can stack them on top of each other, and yeah, you can play around with some of these. And there's a lot of cool things you can do. You can put them on buttons, like they have here, which is what Teachable does, I think, in some of the areas. But you can also add it yourself if you needed to.